12:45 in the morning. Just got done 12:45 a.m. But we got the tractor home. Hasn't rained yet. We got the planter home. So my goal is, they're talking 100% chance of rain tonight. We'll take it. We'll take it. Bring it on. Nicely. We want nice rains. The ground is very dry. So if we get a beautiful, soft 1.5 to 2 inches, it will soak right in the ground. We just don't want that rain that's, well, we're not even going to talk about that. Well, enough chicken chock and chuka chock. My tongue is stuck and I am so hungry I want to eat. I want to go and eat, take a shower, brush my teeth, crawl in bed beside Mama Cornstar and get some sleep. Bink! Ho ho! Don't need to see to get up to the house because I got what they call bad eyes. I can see. Getting ready to grease the planter up, check everything over. What I'm kind of doing right now, going around the planter, checking everything over. Kind of got home late last night. Kind of dragging a little bit this morning. Running slow. Running on only 2 cylinders instead of all 8. Having trouble spinning my tires. But I'm just kind of walking around, cleaning up all the spots that I've got to grease. And then when I'm walking around, I'm giving the planter a good eye over, zipping my old eyelids into things. Kind of what you do with equipment. You check it over, you spin the wheels, you make sure things are tight. A couple things on this tractor I forgot to turn off last night. I got home, I was kind of tired, jumped out quick. I need to clean it in here too. Well, the master is off. How can that be doing that? There's clutches on the planter for each row. You know, well, ours does 4 rows on this planter. Like if you cross into something that's already been planted, them 4 rows will shut off using our egg leader. But I thought it sounded like, oh, maybe my switch here is on. Okay. It just sounded like click, click, click every so often. And it might be something else seeping back there. I don't know. But I do need to clean my cab out also. It's amazing in just a few days of running how much trash a guy can get in the tractor. Got more trash here. Hey, I don't know if you guys ever tried macaroni salad before. Been trying to open my horizon on food, trying different things. There's a lot better food out there than potato chips. I'm trying guys, I'm trying hard. Now that I'm folded here, I'm looking for 8. I think it was row 11 last night, right at the end. Meep, meep. The horn would go off in the cab, maybe row 11. I think we found it, guys, I think we found it. Smashed wire, smashed wire. I wonder if I can get in there and fix that. We might be able to cut it and pull it out and splice it. Oh, it scares you when you're out in the field and you're planting and the monitor's telling you there's issues, and then you get out and you can't find it. Actually, yesterday, one time had to have Cooper, he was out, had him follow me for a little bit trying to figure out what was going on. But I figured now's the time. Let's get her greased up, checked over. And it's always hard. Some days when it rains, you think, I'll do it later. And then 2 days goes by, 3 days go by, or whenever you can get back to the field, and then all the ones you're like, oh, I got to get the planter grease, I got to do this yet, and then you find 4 or 5 things broken or need attention. There's 2 disc blades back here. We want them to, oh, you kidding me? They're supposed to spin really easy. When you figure that out, the first one I grab a hold of is, it's tight. What's going on? Huh. Well, we're going to have to find out what's going on with that one. Now I'm kind of worried because hopefully none of the other ones are doing that. Oh, what is going on? Something's going on. This is going too well. That one's probably not over bad. I'd like to go just a little bit easier. We'll have to check this whole thing out now. Oh, what a bummer. And you hear them squeaks now. Once you're out in the field, they usually don't squeak too bad, but you do hear it. Right now we got 2 for sure we're gonna have to tear apart. But that's what I wanna do, run around, check things out on the planter. And that's why, like I said, I don't wanna wait till a few days go by and then like, why wasn't I working on this on a rainy day? Number row 1 and number row 3. Well, like they say, let's take a moment and pout about it and then get to it and repair it. Wonder why them, well, anyhow, we'll take them apart. Might have to shim them bushings out. I'll show you as we go. I got things. Every time I start talking to you guys, I find something that's not right. I got a bolt over here loose. I tried to run this load off last night so all these hoppers were empty. Take a peek in there. I wanted to get them empty, not knowing if for some reason, if I had to take one of these boxes off to work on something today, I wanted to make sure everything was empty. This is always a tough one with the chains on this kind of stuff. I probably oil them a couple times a day, but it's amazing that dust and dirt out there, how it just takes the oil off, but I figured it still gets in there a little bit. Won't surprise me after the season we'll have to replace a few of these chains, but one there too. Some guys never oil them. They get along fine. I oil them probably a couple times a day. Probably get the same distance out of them as the guys that don't oil them. I was just thinking, as I'm using these wrenches, when I was a kid, that basically all we had was hand tools. And then over the years, it's kind of funny how things change. You become, hey, we got the air gun. People would be like, why are you using the air gun, Daddy Cornstar? You're still using the hand tools. Well, that's kind of what I grew up with hand tools. Kind of got used to that. Well then, the air tools come around and off and on we'd use them. Sometimes for the bigger jobs. But I'd always forget they're there. Then, all at once, air tools? Who's using air tools? We got battery operated impact wrenches and all that good stuff. So now I'm still switching over to that a little bit, but still kind of like the hand tools. I can feel how snug, don't have to drag everything out, which battery operated tools ain't hard to drag out, don't get me wrong. Kind of like the power greaser, battery operated. These little things here, I like them when they're working good, but it never fails. I get to a job, battery dies. Oh no, don't have a charged battery. The biggest thing I have, I put a new tube of grease in them. I can't get them to bleed. I try different things. People tell me different things to try. Sometimes it works great. Other times, forget it. So today I got it to work. I liked it. But a lot of times I still like my hand squeeze greaser. I don't know. But on the planter and stuff, it is nice when you use a battery operated one. I don't know why this is pulling so hard. What's going on? This wheel here, turning real stiff. It's rubbing in on my disc blade. We're gonna have to gap it out a little wider. I don't know if the rim got bent. One thing I'm horrible at, and I do it all the time, and I catch myself doing it, and I still do it. These are all cans of oil to spray on the chains and stuff on the planter. Well, I use one, and then all at once it's maybe, down there somewhere. I'm only gonna do 4 or 5 rows. I'm going for the brand new can. And then the brand new can got just a little bit in it. Next time I go for the new can. I got all these cans, so I've been really trying hard lately when I'm oiling up the planter, and I got some up front when I'm out in the field. But to try to use some of these little cans up that, gosh, just a little bit in them. I probably got 8 or 9 cans yet back there. Usually I do this out in the field, but figured I'm gonna get a little bit of oil on them. This is really cool, guys. I'm inside and I hear like chainsaws running and branches falling all over. Mama Cornstar is running the chainsaw. You notice something?
Is there a...
Look at this.
What is it?
It's like a piece of metal grew in the tree. This little tree here, I think we planted it when the kids were little, didn't we?
This is Cooper's tree. Planted a tree for each one of the kids when they were born. Cole's tree's down there. And Summer's is behind the house. Actually, Cooper's is a year late because his first tree didn't live. So then we had to plant another one the next year. We were kind of worried. We were getting blooms, a few weeks ago. And it's early in the season and we were worried about, and it possibly could happen yet, but like a real hard killing frost. But I think this tree is going to be okay. What was that? Are you going to be driving that soon, buddy? I got little Eddie down here helping me today, so we're pulling out some tools. We're going to try to hang a light up on the garage so when people come out to our house, we can turn on a yard light right in front of our garage. Little Eddie, he's just tagging along. You need a sandwich or a bottle of water to bring with you, bud? It depends how long you walk. Hey, buddy. Can I have that bolt back? Because I need that for the planter. Yeah, can I have that bolt back? I need to keep that one. That one's a special one. Hey, whoa. Hold on. I need that one. I just don't want to lose it in the grass. We'll lose it in the grass and then the lawnmower will hit it and go ting, 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 ting. That wouldn't be good. Oh, can we find you a stick or something to carry around? Would that be all right? Can we find you a stick? But I want to put that back, okay? He's a stubborn little guy, isn't he? Oh, I need that bolt. Can you pick up a rock? How about picking up a rock? There's all these rocks out here and you want this one bolt. Thank you. Thank you, buddy.
No.
No, mine. All these things out here he could be picking up, and he picks up the one bolt that I need for the planter. I'll go grab the tools, bud.